Evening, All Stars. How we doing? Happy Friday, happy weekend, and happy co-coms. We have Mr. Falling Apart himself, Robert. How you doing, my man?
Just wanted to kick off with that, really.
Okay, mate. How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? It's nice,
Yeah,
isn't it?
good,
A little
mate.
Friday night special.
Yeah, Friday night throwback. And we also have Mr. Rock Bottom, the guy who is proving that nice guys finish last all the time. Daz, how we doing?
I'm all right. Well, yeah, no, I'm shit to be fair, but that's why I messaged you and said, "Can I do co-coms? I want to cheer myself up." So
yeah,
here we are.
Yeah. There's no better a man to make you feel as though you're succeeding in life than Rob Sloth. If Rob Sloth is the watermark, then we're all doing all right. Isn't that right, Rob?
To be fair, Dazzler is getting abused in the transfer market more than a child at fucking Alderhay Hospital, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's having a torrid time of things because you lot keep abusing him.
Jens keeps abusing him.
If you abused by anyone, then it'd be Jens in my eyes.
Anyway, on to the business. Good evening to. We've already got questions for you, Rob. We've already got questions for you, Jens. Who's top on the table is the question. Who's going to finish top? Says Jens.
I think it's those big sexy Vikings at the top of the table. I've not got a Vikings problem. Do you know what I mean? I for one welcome our Viking overlords. You know, I'm happy with it.
Rob, your Rapa Nui side rather started off really well, in 6th at the minute and struggling for goals now. Collins is not scoring without a winning 4. If your season was a vegetable, what would it be and why?
It would probably be fucking hell, probably be a parsnip.
Any reason?
A nice pointy, sharp start and a big fat load of shit at the end that's rubbish and no one wants to eat.
Does, in contrast, your Aborigines never start well and never finish well. So how would you evaluate yours?
Yeah, I'm flatlining, basically. that's the way to explain it, innit? Dead, flatlining, done.
Yeah, and Daz, I believe you have went with your homework tonight was a movie theme for each manager. So you're going to give us the manager movie kind of comparison. And Rob, do you want to just explain to the millions and millions of viewers at home what you have done?
The first thing I'd like to do is that Dazzler's form currently looks like Charlie Kirk's pulse. And secondly,
I was going to say that, and I didn't know if I should. Just do it. If Rob do it.
And secondly, I have sexy tortures I'd like to carry out on each manager. Some of them will, and some of them will need no explanation.
Okay, mate. Well, we're going to start with the Vikings, who are playing the AWOL Steve, who's on holiday. Anybody see his lovely tanned legs today with his skin-coloured shorts? I thought he was naked at one point. We start with the Vikings, who look like this, who were beaten by the Unicorns. 0-1 last time up, but have been pretty formidable. They make a couple of changes, even in Tato, make a couple of changes, and Penza comes in for his debut. Less said about that deal, the better, I think. And Argel comes in to partner Uliano, and Terry is out. Any comments on the Vikings from either of you? Anything kind of reasonable or otherwise?
I made a stupid Penza deal, so I'll jump straight in. I was told at home time and time again, Impenza was only a man who can play one up top very well, but not very good with a partner. That's all I'll say on it. He's gone 2 up top with him. Let's see if it works.
Rob?
Just fucking it's just unbelievable. Why don't you just give him all your players? Right, do you know what I mean? So who said to you he was only a 1 up top merchant? Did Jens go, he can only play 1 up top?
No, yeah, it was never Jens. Jens didn't tell me sweet nothings in my ear, so I made the deal. I've been told I'd have to go back through chats, but people have definitely told me Penza only plays up front on his own very well. Yeah, that's it.
Steve has been a little bit busy in the transfer market the last week or so. I'm already Mourinho, Lucio Paredes, and Montella coming in. He didn't submit, but there was a lot of gaps, and in the interest of transparency, just filled those gaps logically. So Montella comes in for Kluivert, Lucio comes in for Maldini, and Paredes comes in for Maldini, and Paredes comes in for Zanoni, all making their debut. Mega Horse is in the chat. Boyo, hope you're well, mate. Hope the start of the academic year has been good. Rob, score prediction, mate?
I'm going to say 2-1 to the Vikings, the unstoppable Vikings.
Dazzler?
I'm going to go 1-1 here.
Oof.
1-1. A point would be good for the chasing pack if Steve was to get it, although 3 points would...
Half a Desmond.
Say that again? Half a Desmond.
Half a
yeah.
Desmond.
Half a Desmond, yeah.
And Boya levels with Van
Count.
Bommel. 2 midfielders that can be a bit mythical at times, but they've both been really good this season, as Vikings look to be having the majority of the text. And Penza with a chance, spilled and cleared away. Zeriberto now. Gustavo Lopez with a half chance just before half time. Pretty even game, not much going on. We'll not hang about too much. So Steve is here. Steve, mate, just so you know, I kind of just replaced people logically. So Paredes came in for Zanoni, Lucio came in for Maldini, Montella came in for Kluivert, and then the rest was just as is. He was flying back, wasn't he? To room. He's came back to the room. Jens goes as is with a bunch of 6s and 7s. Van Bommel with a goal with an 8 and another assist for Ronnie. That'll put him on to 4 and 3 in 9, which is pretty good. And Steve, you just have a little look. Hedman having a good game at the back there. Boya, despite his goal, not really having much of the ball in midfield, although putting the tackles in. And we'll see what Mr. Magnus wants to do, or if we're going to roll to 60. Rob, have you got a drink there with you, bud, or are you sober tonight?
I've got a drink, mate. I've got a couple of things. I've got a chicken korma all over my hoodie, and I've got a... I went away with work the other week, and I brought loads of beer back. So I'm currently drinking a gigantic bottle of Leffe, which is nice.
Oh, lad, I love a Leffe.
Yeah,
love a Leffe. Daz, what about you, mate? You want a drink there?
Not for me tonight. No. I got a busy weekend ahead, and I should have had one, to be fair. But no, I'm on a health kick at the moment, so I'm staying well away from that.
Glad as Hodgie joins us in the chat. Steve's ratings looking better than the text would have you believe, I think is fair to say. And Jens's ratings probably not looking as good as the text would have you believe. So kind of both things cannot be true, really. So it'll be interesting to see who blinks first. Vikings, what would you be doing here, Rob?
I would just be leaving as is, because they're obviously going to score in a minute, aren't they? It's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll jump back over to Steve.
Can I tell you my torture for Jens?
Oh yeah, go on. Tell us who you would like. What medieval torture would you like to do to Steve?
Jens was the easiest one to do everything. In Game of Thrones where they make Cersei walk through the street naked.
Shame.
Yeah.
That was me. And then Steve's so nice that I didn't want to do anything nasty to him. Yeah, there were some proper horrible ones, but those are, I just thought the best thing for Steve would be a mock execution. Really,
Sure.
We could get him away, bundle him in a car, take him to a secluded forest, get some people to threaten to shoot him in the head, make him cry, and then all run off laughing. That was my one for Steve.
That's
Decent.
Decent. And Daz, did you get films for each of these lads?
I did, yeah. 2 of the easier ones, because I know these guys are like, I've been with these guys for a couple of years now, or a couple of seasons. Jens was very simple, really. It's Thor, isn't it? Any of the Thor films, likable, humorous, heart of gold. Jens, I think, bit like Thor. So it makes sense with Nordic theme as well. So that's Jens. And Steve, I've gone for Anchorman, because he's fun, friendly, enjoyable, and I'd watch him time and time again.
Oh, that's nice.
Two of my favourites, if I'm totally honest.
That's nice. That's good. Isn't it? Tie him up and tickle his massive sack with a feather, says Hodgie.
That was one of them was a bit of tickle torture.
Physical torture.
Yeah.
Jens is looking to kick on. Steve just does Gustavo Lopez coming off for Semak, and Jens does look to kick on, and we'll roll to full time. Daz did call a ones each, and Rob did call a 2-1 or a 1-2 rather. So both results are in play here. Montella with a chance. He'll be wanting to get him going early, and Penza with a shot to the top corner. Saved. And Penza again as Vikings really look to put the pressure on here in these last couple of minutes. Who is going to get the winning goal in these last 4 minutes? Nothing much happening. And Penza in an offside position. There's Boya, Simeone in an offside. Amoroso, he's been good. Serginho, who Steve absolutely loves, by the way. Simak clears it away. One more chance. Serginho flicks it on. Amoroso to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, Headman pushes it away, and Lucio clears it, and that'll probably be that. Although there's a little bit of a counter-attack on. Toldo lets it run free. Montella, save. Double save, and Beckham clears it. You'd probably think that Steve Montella with 2 chances to win it at the end there, and he missed both, and Tate will be looking at that thinking that's why we got rid of him. Z Roberto with the man of the match performance. There was a chat in the chat just that he might be going today, but you probably think that'll not be happening now. Daz, that's 1-0 to you in terms of the predictions, mate. Any thoughts on what the game told you about either side?
To be fair, I thought Vikings were on top, actually, but to be honest with you, the ratings don't really show that. So, yeah, maybe I'm not.
Rob, any thoughts?
That tells me that Penza can't play up front in a 2. That's what that
yeah, I was going to
say. Next, we go over to the enigmatic Rocks and his Nuku'alofa side, who kind of keep the same shape but just pull back the wing backs ever so slightly 1 notch. Brugging comes in for his debut, and Echufani comes in as well. Rob, torture device?
There was a couple for Rocks, but I think there's a couple for Rocks. But hang on, let me just find the one I had for Rocks. Hang on, where is it? This one was called the Boot Licker. And it was you're forced to lick boots or shoes of superiors. And the torture involved in this was subjugation for submission. And it was deeply, deeply degrading. So.
And Darren, what was your film for Rocks?
Film for the Rocks. I don't know Rocks so well, so I went with Step Brothers because when I do see him speaking WhatsApp, he's very funny. Bit of a feel good about him, but by his team, there is slightly better out there.
Oh, nice! I like that. You've given genuine thought, Daz. Whereas Rob
legitimately, I've probably been doing it since you asked me till now.
Okay, and we're over at to two of our time wasters who do hand out a couple of debuts. Marcel Dassi comes into DMC, Saviola with Van Nistelrooy and Agahawa, who's been very good up top, and Ortega on the right hand side. Rob, if I can just pinch you to be serious for the minute, this actually looks like a really well balanced side for lads that are just in the league for the first time.
It does, doesn't it? It looks better than my side, which is upsetting. But that's not very difficult. But yeah, they're doing all right, aren't they, these boys?
Yeah, I think as far as debut seasons go, they're doing okay, mate. They're doing okay. It's a rough ride.
Yeah, it is, because you just get mugged off all the time, all joking aside, because people are just, trying to pick your pockets, aren't they?
Yeah, Rocks will be kind of looking at this, thinking he needs a win, to be honest. He's been on a little bit of a slide, hasn't had the best of results the last couple. But it's not for me to doubt Roxy's ability. He's far better at the game than me. It's a penalty, and Van Nistelrooy puts it away, sends the keeper the wrong way. And there is a second. Van Nistelrooy brace in the half an hour. And the Tavua boys are flying here. That looked fairly solid, Daz.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah. We're going to say no shots on target for AFC there. A rude riot. I love Ruud Van Nistelrooy in this game. He's so good.
Saviola and Ljungberg coming in with the assists. Saviola obviously on his debut and contributing straight away. He's kind of the type of player you probably want playing in the two with the likes of an Mpenza, to be honest with you. And over to Roxy, they're pretty dire ratings for Rox. What would you be doing here if you were Roxy? Slothman?
If I was Roxy, well, Rox just annoys me. Like his formations really piss me off. Really pisses me off. Like that. Like having Smuck as 14, the first name on the sheet. He deserves to lose every single game doing this. It really, really pisses me off. So I don't really want to talk about Ross because he annoys me. So,
you did mention it.
This absolutely does. Do you know what? If I was in charge, right? God help us, I'm not. And someone was submitting this, I'd just say I'll just put you in a 4-4-2 because I'm not dealing with that. I'm not. It's ridiculous.
Fair point.
Nothing from Roxas yet. Can I have Rox's? Can I have Tatuva's? Who you know probably Median will be better than most managers in here does. What would their film be?
Yeah, so because they're kind of new to the league, I do know them quite well. I've gone for the new version of the Naked Gun because it's a newcomer. It's nice. It's easy to watch, but the verdict is still out.
Nice. I like that. As I try and decipher Rox's subs, Paragon on for Bagioni, and Bronging. Do you mean AMC's there, Rox?
I mean, even that is bullshit, isn't it? What
Move
you about?
Gomez and Echefu back. Move Gomez. Echefu back. Move Smuts forward with a long arrow between the two strikers. Roll while. All right. Okay. Right. Sorry. That makes sense.
Oh Jesus!
There we go. Roxy, just give us a nod there. Daz, did you get? Rob, did you get a torture device for the boys?
Yeah. So the boys being as a pair, I thought the only thing to do was to enforce the pair of anguish on them, which is where you have a pear-shaped device inserted into the anus and slowly opened.
Friday night, boys.
What was that one called, Rob?
The pair of anguish.
the pair of anguish. Funny enough, when I was training to be a wrestler, that was one of my 5 finishers.
Was it?
Yeah, the pair of anguish.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Sod my question. I need to know your 5 finishers in the next few games.
I would love to know if you genuinely ever trained to be a wrestler, because
no, I didn't, mate. I didn't. I'm fucking 5'11".
For a minute there.
We get to the 60-minute mark as Ljungberg puts the Tatuva boys 3-0 up. This is pretty dominant from the Tatuva boys. As Meady says, this is his kind of Friday night. Rox is kind of waving the white flag there and just saying, just play it out. And so is Meady. So we will go until full time, as it looks as though Tatuva could get another one. This would be probably the best and biggest win of the season. Saviola could have scored there, 86 minutes played. And the full-time whistle comes, and that is as comprehensive as he can get, that.
Yeah, that's just blowing him out of water, innit? That was a big one. 2 old Premier League legends doing the deed.
Yeah, Taribo pulling strings from the back there. Rob, any thoughts there, mate, at full time?
Justice for the Tatuva 2, I think, is the
justice for the keeper in the right players.
Yeah. Justice.
We get, congratulations to the lads. That is a really, really good win, that. Unlucky Roxy, mate. He'll be back. We go over to the Unicorns, the manager who isn't a manager because he gets everybody to manage for him. Who have been very, very busy in the transfer window. And I think, unlike Smuts' historical record, this is some really, really good business. Finnan, Sigalko, Mendieta, Zauri, Gerard, Brett Emerton, for not a lot going out in return. Probably Vieira. Crespo's been really poor. 2 goals in 16. Any thoughts on the Unicorns business, Rob?
Good business. Surprisingly good business.
Yeah. I think it's you, Horse, because I think the Bens are poorly at the minute. And Smuts has got a thing about number 24, is it? Let me just check. He's got a thing. I think Edwards is 13, and I think Smuts is number 24. Let me just check that because I'll never fucking hear the end of it. Yeah, any number but 24. Nobody's got it. And that's how they go. Daz, what would be the movie for Smuts?
Oh, good point. Smuts' movie, again, not someone I know so well. Smuts was A Beautiful Mind. He's not just playing chat man. He's got spreadsheets. You're playing football. He's solving equations. I'm sure he's a man who's got a lot of spreadsheets. He looks the type.
That is absolutely not Smuts, I can tell you now. The man washes his fucking undies in the sink. That's how on it in life he is. Over to the Thunder. What would be the torture device for Smuts?
The Judas Cradle. Victims slowly lowered onto a pyramid-shaped seat. But the only problem that
Rob, I'm going to stop you there. Are all your torture methods sexually? Do most things go inside the anus?
You haven't been in the league long enough if you're asking that question.
And by the way, Daz, I wasn't finished, mate. So you let me finish. That'd be nice. Anyway, right. Yeah, lower him onto a pyramid-shaped seat. But the main problem with that is that Smuts would absolutely fucking love it. So, yeah, not be too sure it's that perfect.
I did just want to point out when I was loading up that Townsville were on a bit of a run, 3 wins in 4, with scoring a hell of a lot of goals, and then did come up against Sigalco and Mendieta. And then ironically tonight, as Hodgie kind of just said in the chat, has to play them again, back-to-back games. Score prediction here, Rob?
Any side with Sigalco, I always fancy them for a cheeky one.
Dazzler?
3-1 Unicorns.
Yeah, it could be the start of a bit of a recovery for Unicorns with these deals. They look really, really solid and unsmuts-like, being totally honest with you.
Is it Champ Mega Horse who's got the spreadsheets?
Listen, Mega Horse, that's Rain Man. If you were picking a movie for Horse, it would be Rain Man.
Right, I've got them mixed up. That's on me.
I'm not even messing.
I reckon that Horse was probably watching the Excel spreadsheet championships the other day.
Yeah. He doesn't watch movies, does he? Doesn't watch movies.
Fucking hell, Horse. What's the matter with you?
Ferguson, who has been really, really good for the Townsville Thunder, I think it would probably be his best ever performance for any side, really, this season. And there is Maxim on his debut right on the verge of half-time. Ferguson has got now 7 goals in 16, which is amazing for an MC. And very, very good. You'd probably say the best Ferguson since the Ferguson for Hodgie in that Devils side, going all the way back to season 10 in the Super League, maybe 11. Sad as fuck that we know these things, isn't it? Unicorns do bring 11. It looks fairly level on the majority of the stats. All the key players really getting amongst it for Unicorns, but Emerton being quiet, and so is Bishkan, who was man of the match last game, I believe. Over at the Thunder, not great numbers, but probably decent. Oh, season 10, look at that, got a bang on the money. Pathetic. Sylvester and Nesta at the back being quiet. Yeah, probably both managers holding here, Rob.
I wouldn't expect any action just yet. No.
Yeah. Veron's a weird one. Hodgie's kind of played him MC, AMC. He's been okay, but he was unreal for Horse last iteration, wasn't he? In the All-Stars. Hodgie goes roll on, and so does Horsey, and we go to 60 minutes.
Nice.
And we jump past 60 minutes. Sigalco laid it off, and it's cleared. Sigalco scores right on the click, which went on for absolutely ages, and Hodgie will be absolutely fuming that he's came against Sigalco 2 games on the bounce. As a little Rob laugh came through there, which is harsh. We'll go to the Thunder first, who might want to chase this game, so we'll give Hodgie just a little bit of time to decide what he wants to do. Daz, I'm suspecting an as-is from Mega Horse.
Yeah, I don't think you can really do much there, can you? You've got your 2-1 up. I always get, for me with this game, and I don't know if I'm wrong in doing so, but I always get a little bit funny about yellow cards. So I'd maybe consider Joe Cole off for somebody. I don't know who the fuck plays in his position. But that's only
it's a bit of a dividing line in the in the league, to be honest, mate. You've got people like me who I really don't like a DMC on the yellow at 60.
No.
And then you've got people that, just generally aren't bothered by it. So it is one of those kind of Marmite things. So Hodgie does go Stankovic off for Brozic and 2 up top. So Hodgie, just confirm if you want to keep those arrows on the DMCs, mate, or if you want to take them out where you're going 2 instead of 3.
I thought he might have gone Brozic and Veron AMCs and Morientes on his own, or just on his own, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of stack them in behind maybe to go with. Yeah, makes sense. We can easily take the arrows off if Hodgie requests it. Over to the Unicorns, who do look very, very good. And Swiatkowski comes on for Riyad, and Andre Uya comes on for Joe Cole, switching him with Petkov. Petkov, who Horse absolutely loves to bomb on. Went on a mad run for Horse at a couple of teams, I think, in a couple of different leagues. And we'll roll until the end. We'll see if Townsville can... We'll see if there's
Sloths, he was great.
Yeah, we'll see if Townsville can get back into this. There's only 1 goal in it. And Townsville have got goals. What was that, Daz?
If the Unicorns go 3-1, that's the second one I've got right. I'm going to do the lottery.
And get a coupon on for tomorrow, mate. Did we have a torture device for Hodgie?
Yeah, I had one for Hodgie. Hodgie, I went for what was called the Scold's Bridle. So it's a metal cage for the head, often pressing the tongue to prevent speech. And it's the humiliation factor is for silence, public embarrassment, dies of starvation. Oh, usually targeted at women accused of gossiping. Is that one?
Hodgie's the least often gossip in the league, so maybe you've got that one wrong. And did we have a film for Hodgie, Daz?
We did. Hodgie, see, I don't know Hodgie very well at all, so I went for The Martian because it's a very good film. I think he's very good at this game, but probably know the least about him, a bit like Martians.
Nice. Look, you genuinely gave this some well-considered thought, haven't you? Okay, next we go over to the Bundaberg Blitz. Dimble is away for this evening, and it is a new tactic file with 3 DMs, so this is how he goes. The only instruction for Dimble was to go to 2 DMCs if possible, if he gets a red card. Bundaberg, who have been on a phenomenal run, 4 wins on the bounce, and have really propelled their season into the most likely to catch Vikings at this point. Chance to get within 1 of Vikings, given that they drew. We'll see how they get on. Dimble's not really bothered about numbers, and they play Scotty's Wagga Wagga Warriors, who were locked in automatically. Zidane and Jacques come in, and Crespo, so 3 debuts in that spine. And also centre-half Okro Wonkwo. Film for Dimble, Daz?
Film for Dimble, probably the easiest one. Top Gun. Classic, dependable, and always good.
Nice. Oh. And torture device for Dimble?
Well, it wasn't so much a device for Dimble, but as a big proponent of Japanese porn, I noticed the nice humiliation porn was a man made to dress and act like a baby, and he had a big dummy, big rattle, he had a lovely bow, a nice big nappy, and he had to just act like a baby. He had to like shit himself, and he loved it. So yeah, that's my torture for
Dims. And what about your torture for Scotty as Crespo has put his side 1-0 up?
For Scotty, well, maybe going to watch Leeds United all season might be a
Nice. Good. You couldn't look a gift horse in the mouth there, could you?
No.
Yeah, good stuff. And Daz, did you get a film for Scotty?
I did. Scotty's film was just scrolling. Mad Max. Good to watch, but comes across as a bit of I couldn't give a fuck attitude to everything, and I love it.
Nice. I think Scotty would take that. I think Scotty would bite your hand off for a bit of Mad Max. Totty with a rare 5. Dimble's only instructions fairly recently was 2 DMs with no arrows if he get a red, and he wasn't And he wasn't giving us any more than that. Scotty does say roll. Tato saying could do with Bundaberg losing for a bit. Yeah, I think this is a good result for the rest of the league if it continues. We get over to 67 minutes now. Is he down on a 6? Condition-wise, nothing too much to worry about. 84% for Guardiola, probably the lowest, but no reason to change it here for Scotty, or would you be just trying to shore it up a little bit, Rob?
You leave it on, yeah. Just leave it. Don't mess around too much.
Yeah, Blitz have probably had more chances in the stats than the text would suggest there, Daz.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do at this stage. I always struggle myself.
And 2 identical formations, is that identical? Yeah, 2 identical formations, so a fairly close game. Scotty does say roll again. We've got no reason to make changes on behalf of Dimble. Condition looks absolutely fine and no red cards. And we'll see if the Warriors can get what would be a massive 3 points. Their form has been really patchy. This would really put them back in, probably above the 6 line, and they do it. Unspectacular second half, but Warriors get the job done, Rob.
Sorry, mate. I was just looking at something that was completely different. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just Baldini coming in. Is that his debut? So Baldini's just been promoted to the first team and gets a man of the match performance. That's not a very good for the neutral second half, but Warriors will be delighted with the way they shut that out in a debut goal for Crespo.
I think anyone who beats Dimble with that team and how well they've been doing has got to be very happy. Not going to lie.
Another good performance from Nahayel Chek, who has now got 2 goals and 4 assists in 16, which for someone who really hasn't done anything in competitive champ or being given a chance is interesting. All right, Daz, over at the big one, we've got the Storm Dragons against the Aborigines. This is how the Dragons go. Ronaldo and Smerton come in for debut. Missing a couple tonight who would otherwise start. But the Dragons look to continue what has been okay form, I think. Rob, how are you torturing me?
I am putting you in a box, right, in a coffin. I'm leaving your head out. I'm going to feed you with honey and cover you in milk. I'm going to push you down the Mersey, and you are going to basically shit yourself and sick yourself to death, mate. All in the sight of the floating past Everton's ground. That's what's going to happen to you.
That sounds fantastic.
Is that a form of medieval torture, or did you make that up for yourself to do to him?
No, that's just what I want to do to him.
And,
that's called scaphism, and that's what the Greeks used to do to people.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that one, mate. I'm a bit of an anorak with ancient Greece. Daz, what's me film?
Oh, of course, your film. Your film was your film. Yeah, okay, cool. Your film was what the fuck are you? Jumanji. Very good, watchable, though you never know what you're going to have to negotiate.
That's a good one. That Daz, you've looked very solid over the last couple of weeks.
It's going to come to an end.
Undefeated in 5, 2 3-0 wins back to back, and you do this. Why?
Didn't know what else to do. Felt let's just maybe something new. Yeah, fuck those, mate.
Rob, any thoughts on the torture device for?
Yeah, this is so easy, isn't it? This is so easy. Daz, you're getting bent over and shagged by everyone, mate.
And
not too much of a torture for you, though, really, pal. You've been enjoying it for the past. Yeah.
Daz, did you give
for the season? Yeah, fair.
Daz, did you give yourself a film?
I did, yeah. Super bad because the title just really fits. Also, I think I'm slightly funny, but I've got absolute virgin tendencies.
Rob will be very, very, very much a favour of that self-deprecating description, I think. As we roll on, Daz, you've looked fairly solid here. Turam going off with an injury isn't great. You'll make a straight swap and give a debut to Laurent Blanc. As Smerton goes on a bit of a mazy run. Dragons haven't created much. Is there going to be a goal before the halftime? We know the game loves one. Yeah, Dragons really haven't created much at all. This is how we go. Daz will give yourself a look at your own team. First of all, Rob, what's the neutral view of that at halftime?
What an absolute, as JR would say, a slobber knocker.
Daz, you doing anything there, mate?
No, I'll roll to 60, I think, for now.
Roll to 60. I'll just have a quick scan of us. Yeah, I think we'll hold one nerve here and go to 60 as well, as both managers don't do anything. Ronaldo's clattered to the floor. Ferdinand, George Atlas hits it off the bar. Here come the Aborigines, though. Another strike who blocks off the wall. We get 51 minutes played. Buffon can't hold it, but someone gets it clear. Didn't see who it was. 55 minutes played. We will click there and we'll go to the Aborigines first. Pippo Inzaghi on a 6. Cafu on a 6, but otherwise looking fairly solid away from home, Daz. I'll give you a couple of seconds just to have a think about what you might want to do there, bud. And we'll have a quick look at the Dragons. I think we've got to be trying to get 3 points here. And we will do that. That. Daz, you doing anything there, bud?
Yeah, please. Can you take Inzaghi off for Skulls? Skulls into centre midfield. Central Anelka. Put the 2 up arrows, and I'll take off Rivaldo for Salakovic as well.
Okay, mate. Best of luck, bud, in the last half an hour. 1 goal looks to be enough, probably. And we'll see what can do. Back had a chance there, but puts it over the bar. Yellow card to someone in the Dragons pink, but we didn't see who it was. Fine save from the Aborigines keeper. And there is George Atlas in a book. It's a bit of a scrap, this. Loads of bookings, as we see Archie back with a chance from a rebound. Back into the book now. This is an absolute dire nils each with probably about 5 or 6 bookings, I think. We'll slow it down and just see what will happen. Mackay with a chance. Scholes. Hagen clears the ball. Ronaldo to Tony now. Ronaldo now dipping shot, and it's gone clean over the bar. Kind of sums up the night. And yeah, really shit nils each. That Buffon with a man of the match probably tells you all you need to know. Daz, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's very odds even. I mean, to be fair, as Tato always says, testing means nothing. But I did a lot of testing, and you were bumming me, if I'm honest. So I'll take that if I'm totally honest with you.
Yeah, we'll be looking at that as 2 points dropped, but it's another clean sheet, and yeah, we will roll on. We'll take it and run. We have 2 games left. We have Wanganui versus the rejuvenated Bushrats. Wanganui, who have been really, really good for a while now, who go like this with no striker, Rob.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, no striker.
He's done this before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fucking battered. So yeah, cheers, Mike.
What torture device is Mike?
Just for that formation, he's going to be involved to stink torture. We're going to lock him in a room, and we're going to expose him to foul smells, rotting food, and shit, which is what that formation is.
What film is Mike does?
Sam, Guardians of the Galaxy. Fun, friendly, and a great little group capable of beating most.
Nice. Excellent. I like that. And over to Tato, who you can see has been very busy. Total debuts in his DMC line, total debuts in his centre halves, and Constantino and Kluivert on debut with the tactic file. Bushrats are back. So let me know what film Tato would be, Daz.
Schindler's List. Very good, but difficult to deal with.
Nice. Rob, what torture device would he be?
Schindler's Fist.
Can you describe that one for us?
I'm going to dress up as a Nazi. I'm going to dress him up as a Jew, and I'm going to fist him. You can have a little kip. You can have a little kipper on. You can have some of that. You can be a Hasidic Jew with that stupid hair. Bit of chanting, and just a good old non-lubed fisty. Have some of that.
And on that note, we get to half time with neither team doing much but Bushrats and that boy Michaelis Constantinou. Must have known I was streaming tonight. Who puts his side 1-0 up? We'll see if Tato does anything. Over to Wanganui. All right. They are away from home. Tato goes as is. Say that again, Rob. You say something there, Rob?
He did, and then he went.
And he went. He's probably chucked himself out the window, to be honest. We will play on with both, and we will go to 60. As Wanganui will look to get a goal to get them back into this 58 minutes played. Kuhl to Constantinou, who puts it wide. Yes, you did, Tato, but your bench was exactly the same as the last game, so I just kept it the same. Over to Wanganui. Savage just having a little bit of a dig at Vieri, who does tend to be offside quite a bit. Over at the Bushrats. See who blinks first here out of these two. Champ manager greats. As Ipswich are absolutely smashing Sheffield United.
Oh, I forgot to watch him. It's 5-0, isn't it?
They're going to go down them.
I don't know what's happened to him. Considering
Arrow on Nedved, that's it. No drama for Tato, who goes as is. And Bushrats have put this game to bed with a Robin goal.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Absolutely amazed. Are you there, bud?
Yes, sorry, mate. I was on an existential crisis.
Yeah, it's very good horse. I'm just gutted that Wilder isn't still there, because that would be absolutely great. Although, to be fair, if he was there, they wouldn't be on no points, would they? This one's going to kind of dribble out, and the Bushrats get their new era underway with a 2-0 win. Amazingly, a Wanganui player has got man of the match, and that is Gary Neville. It's not one that Savage will want to watch back, and the no striker experiment is probably done and dusted. Last game of the night, over to the Hobart Heathens against the one and only Rob Sloth's Rapa Nui. Hobart look like this. Dan was loaded in, and he obviously hasn't kept an AMC in. Let me just check that.
4-4-2.
Let me just 2 seconds. I don't know if he's posted it in the WhatsApp.
While you're doing that, I'll just talk about how much I hate Sheffield United. Can I do that?
How much do you hate Sheffield United?
I absolutely despise them. I absolutely fucking hate them. I can't explain how much I hate them. I've just seen they're getting pumped as well, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely smashed. Cheers, Scotty. Rob, bit of a new rebirth for your boys. 2 at the back now. Yeah, go on.
I've had to. I've got, Collins is going. I had to do it. Yeah, if you can't beat them, join them. Yeah.
Okay. What would it do to the table? Yeah, win would pull you right back into it, Rob. You'd be on the same amount of points as Hobart if you were to beat them here tonight, mate. Yeah.
I didn't have a torch myself. Have you got one for me?
Torture. I think Death by White Noise. I think I'd just like to sit you in a room with White Noise playing and just watch you slowly descend into just absolute mayhem. Like rip your own eyeballs out and your own ears out. I think that'd be quite good.
I reckon I'd last quite a while. I've got 2 kids, mate. I think I'd be all right for a little bit.
I think we might be talking 6 months, but at the end of the 6 months, you would be an absolute pile of rot and decay. Which I think I quite enjoy. We get a half time. Rapa Nui and Hobart both kind of trying it in the match stats, but the commentary really didn't reflect that. Roy Keane, who has been the league's best performing player, highest rated player, is on a 9, and that'll keep him top of those charts for a while unless he gets sent off. And Hobart don't do much better. Rob, are you doing anything here, bud?
Yeah, let's do the inevitable Salas Torres, mate.
That it?
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay. We'll just pull that up for KD for when he's back and about. Haven't seen him in the chat here tonight. We'll just give him a couple of seconds. Daz, have you got a film for Rob and Dan?
I do. I have Rocky for Rob Sloth. Fun, dependable, a little humorous, and a good comeback story here, I reckon. I think he's going to be there.
You've got to have just sorry to be pedantic, Daz, but to have a comeback story, you've got to have been on top at least once. And I don't think Rob ever has.
No, there was that one occasion about 8 seasons ago where I was first for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. That Sloth slide.
It's off.
Oh, and Rossini's off.
Lost any matter. So it's over. It's done.
So it's a dodgy one, this, because I kind of don't want to make a change. I'm not going to make a change. I think interference is probably the best option, the least best option here. Rob, you do get a chance to make changes, given that he's went down to 10.
Let's go. Figo up top. Figo up top, please. And then drag him over, and then just get Guerrero in the hole, please. And then can we move Keane up alongside Kerr? Drag him over. Robertson Danch in the middle.
Yep.
Robbie Keane. Yep. Lovely. Beautiful. Let's go.
Rob, is there anything else you want to do? Because I'll just do 60 minutes now as well.
No, I'm good. Let's fucking bounce. Sorry.
Okay. Unless anything changes, we'll just class that as 60 minutes. If Dan jumps in the chat, then we'll pause and make changes. Daz, did you have a movie for Dan?
I had Fellowship of the Rings. Good. He's very helpful. Like Samwise. No ego, just friendship.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah, you can just piss off.
Oh, look at that.
Do you know what? It's probably deserved as well, to be fair. 2-2, honours even, more or less identical stats. Dan, in his absence, his boys doing all right. Emerson with a 5 will be a little bit of a concern, but that happens. Takes us to the classifieds, boys. So, Daz, can you read every other classified? And Rob, can you read every other classified? Daz, we'll start with you.
Sorry, say that again. You want to do what?
Just read the first one. Rob will read the second one. And you read the third one. Yeah.
Bushrats 2, Wangan 0 or 0.
Racists 2, Hobart 2.
Dragons 0, Aborigines 0.
Tutuva 3, FC Nkoifa, whatever it's fucking called 0.
Unicorns 2, Townsville 1.
Vanuatu Valorous 1, Sexy Vikings 1.
Warriors 1, Bundaberg Blitz 0.
Which leaves the table looking like this. Vikings are out front on 33 points. They only drew tonight, but Bundaberg's failure to capitalise on that against Wanganui means that they open the gap actually to 4 points despite not winning. Hobart Drone puts them on 27 with Dragons, Warriors and Rapa Nui hot on their tail. And if we look below the dotted line, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides within 2 points, 3 points of the dotted line. And then you'd probably think, Rob, that 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th are just starting to be cut adrift here now. Although Bushrats maybe on a little bit of a resurgence after that win tonight. What would be your thoughts, Rob?
How many games have we got left? I mean, I tell you,
9.
I'll tell you now, I will not finish in the top 6. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to try, but I just won't. So there is a space available there for any top 6 prospects looking to squeeze in.
Daz, what would your analysis be there, bud?
Of the table, I mean, I'm stuffed. This is further back than I was when I took the Sloths on and got them further up. I ain't doing that this time. I've made some bad choices. I need to.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes have been made. Unfortunately, the other problem is when we go into season 2, it's going to be tough to deal with me as well because I haven't got any really great players to swap for really great players. So I don't know. I'm a bit stuffed. I'm going to have to
Well, we go to the fixtures, which will be Sunday night, which is just under a week away in game. So some of those new signings should be able to come in. I'll do packs and transfers straight away. We've got Aborigines against Nuku'alofa at the bottom, which is a chance to maybe get something going there for Rocks if he beats Stars. Blitz against Unicorns is a good one. Resurgent Unicorns, 2 wins on the spin. Bundaberg with a little blitz. A little blip rather. Hobart against Bushrots, Townsville against Vanuatu, Rapanui play Tatuva. You'd probably be thinking, Rob, there's a chance there, new managers, all that sort of stuff. Vikings have a match against the Dragons. That is a really tough away fixture for the Dragons. Good to get it out the way now rather than the run-in. And then we have the battle of the W's. We've got Wanaganui against WW Warriors. For a battle of the dotted line, really. If Wanaganui beat that, then they're back on track above that dotted line, probably. Gents, cheers so much for your company on this Friday evening. I've enjoyed doing a little bonus stream. Daz, any parting thoughts for yourself?
No, I'm gonna have a tough second season and all. I need to stick to a formation and get a tactic. Well, I mean, I've got a tactic file now, but I need to sort everything out and just get a steady run of games going. I mean, the last 5 games for me have not been a loss, so I'm in the right direction. Maybe it's not as bad as I think. Now I've got things clicking, but I won't be challenging.
Rob, mate, when I'm on my deathbed, I look fondly back on the time we spent playing an imaginary game. Any thoughts before we finish from you tonight?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Now I can't score for shit. I can't defend. I've just significantly weakened my team. Up the fucking ASOL.
Up the ASOL, and a special mention to Special mention to KD and Scotty, who are doing a phenomenal job this season. Up the ASOL, and I'll get packs and transfers done straight away, lads. Cheers for your company.
Cheers, boys.